What's up, guys? Cranking with Chris here, and by the title of this video you can probably guess what it's going to be about. Yeah, we're going to figure out what I normally carry whenever I'm on the bank and I'm fishing, because that's normally what I do. I don't do a lot of tournament fishing. I did this year and I didn't record any of it because it's actually hard to record tournaments, and I know I've been gone for a while from this channel and I haven't really got back into the fishing stuff. But I promise to you, this summer I'm going to try to go fishing as much as I can. But I will still have football during the summer and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little hard, but I'm going to try to make it work the best I can. I haven't been fishing in, I think, 2 months. Honestly, I don't think I've been fishing in 2 months. But I do want to keep making videos for you guys. So I figured out, let's go ahead and do a 2019 What's in My Backpack. And this is the backpack that I use. It's the Under Armour backpack. I used to use it for school whenever I was really little, but then I got a new backpack, so I use this one for my fishing stuff now. It's got holes in it. Like, this thing is old. Like, the zippers won't even stay closed. Like, I need a new backpack for my fishing stuff, honestly, but for right now, this is gonna have to do, and I'm gonna show you guys what I normally keep in here whenever I am bank fishing, creek fishing, or whatever. Normally, whenever I'm creek fishing, I do take a lot less gear, but this is pretty much what I take whenever I go to the city lake and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, guys. So, I got my little table thing set up in my backpack, and I'm just going to go over all the pockets that are over here, and then we'll get into my tackle, and I'll take the bag off because there shouldn't be anything that I hadn't went over yet. But we're going to go ahead and open this pouch right here. Normally, I keep a pair of pliers in here. Oh, yeah, here they are. Normally, I keep this pair of pliers in here just so I can get hooks out of fish's mouths. And then, got my knife just in case I need to cut my line. You know, just normal stuff. Just a normal pair of pliers. They're not split ring pliers, but they'll work. In this pocket over here, I have a scale. It actually works too, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate. It's a small one, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate. I mean, it works fully. I mean, it works pretty good. I'm putting a lot of pressure on it right now, but I did an unboxing video on this. It's called the World's Fastest Unboxing. If you want to go see the world's fastest unboxing, I guess. Then over here in this pocket, I either put drinks or I put my polarized Yum sunglasses. And these are the ones that I normally use. I don't really have any other sunglasses. I don't really like to wear sunglasses like that. I don't really like to wear glasses, period. But I wear these because they're polarized, and to me they kind of look good just with the all black profile. I actually don't want to break these, so I'm going to just throw these over here. This is normally where, like, if I'm going to keep fish, like little bluegill or something, I put them in this pouch because look at how long this stuff is. Like, it pretty much covers the whole bottom of the bag. Like, it's going off the screen. Like, I can't even show you guys the fullness of this. And it's easy to wash. And I normally throw, like, Sunfish in here or random baits that I don't have time to put back up in the right spot in my tackle box. Because as you guys are going to see about my tackle boxes is that they are really, like, detailed. Well, I'm not going to say really detailed. But I have the way that I want my backpack to be. So, now, I'm going to open this and show you guys how I lay this out. And this is basically how I lay it out. You know, just straight up and down. We're going to go from my soft plastics back here. If you guys can see, these soft plastics back here, we got my Spinnerbaits, Jigs, and stuff right here, and then where you got my Crankbaits and stuff right here, hooks and creek fishing baits. And we're gonna go over all of these right now, but I need to take them out of this, and I'm just gonna put them on the table one by one. We're gonna start from back here, and I'm gonna go from back here up. So let's start with this one. Alright, guys, So, this is the first box. This is my absolute favorite box. It's the soft plastic box. And, we're gonna go ahead and open this up. This is my favorite box. This is the one I know this is my soft plastic box because of this big FLW sticker. And, I'm gonna show you guys what caught most of my fish last year, actually. But first, we're just gonna do a little overview of some of the stuff that I have in here. This is something that one of my, boat captains gave me while I was fishing in a tournament, and he gave this to me to fish with. I didn't catch anything on it, but he says that it's caught him 5-pounders. Got some black and blue Sankos right here. You know, something not very, you know, just some basic black and blue Sankos. And then down here, this isn't what I caught my most fish on, but this is the second most thing I caught my fish on. Was this green pumpkin, black flake, Texas rigged Sanko, and yeah, that's what I caught the second most of my fish on this year, last year. And then this is what caught the most of my fish last year, if you guys can see this. It's a Bass Pro Shops worm, but it's got like this chartreuse thing on it. Okay, well, I was interrupted, but that's besides the point. We're going to keep going with this video. And, this is pretty much what I caught most of my fish on. Hold on, focus. Okay, there it goes. This is basically what I caught most of my fish on. Just slowly dragging this on the bottom. This won't focus. It's not focusing right. Oh, there it goes. Pretty much what I caught most of my fish on last year in the year of 2018. And most of my, I caught my biggest and first smallmouth bass with this, actually. And it was in the middle of the summer, though. So I think that's why we were just slow rolling these on the bottom. And, well, I was slow rolling that on the bottom. Then you got some lizards with this extra big hook. And I don't really know why I have this big old hook on there. I'm pretty sure I was just trying to get through some thick stuff that day. But, yeah, it's pretty much just, you know, just a regular green pumpkin, red flake lizard. And that's all for in here. So let's go ahead and move on to these big old swim baits. Oh, I got this itch on my back. Alright, so got these big old swim baits, if this thing is gonna focus. Alright, there it goes. But, got this big old swim bait. I have one, I normally have one rigged up in here, but I lost the last one I had that was rigged up. But I normally just throw a swim bait hook in the top of this and then have it through the front and it swims like that. Just a little Sexy Shad one. It's kind of decolorized a little bit, if that's a word. But like this used to be like silver, but now it's like a goldish color and I don't know why. But I guess that's what wear and tear does. Oh, my sun just went down, so I just lost a little bit of my sun. But this is a just a little crawl I have in here, and I keep this with my hold on, this isn't focusing. There it goes. But yeah, it's just a little crawl, and I have it rigged up with a worm hook, and I normally Texas rig it. Right here we have a little, it's supposed to be a frog, if you guys can see right here. It's actually supposed to be a frog, but I've never used it. It's too heavy, like it's really heavy. Excuse me, guys. But I've never really used it. It's supposed to be a frog, and then these are supposed to be the tails that flap on top of the water. But I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I have a stomach bug or anything. I'm just got like a scratchy throat. But yeah, just a little frog, you know, something not really too out there. And then I got some more of these craws over here. It's basically the exact same thing I just showed you guys a minute ago. It's just rigged a little bit different. This is normally the hook that I would use. This is normally the hook that I would use in this swim bait right here. But I don't have any like that right now, I guess. Let's go up here to these. I don't know how long this is, but it's just a normal. I think this is a blue with silver flake, and then it has this bright red tail on it. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to mimic a crawfish or something like that, but I don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this whole side up here. And then got a white fluke, and then a slightly bigger, I believe, or the same size, I don't remember. But got a white fluke up here that you guys know how to fluke fish. It's pretty simple. And then you got this really bright gold one right here that I got in a giveaway, I believe. I believe I got this one in a giveaway, and then I bought these white ones. Just trying to stay with the natural colors down here where I live in Kentucky. And then got some more craws. Down here we got a crawl. I like these ones better because they have a lot more detail. Like, they have a lot more detail than these other ones that I have in here. Like this one right here. This one doesn't have any like it's all smooth. It doesn't have any bumps like the other one has. Hold on, let me compare these. But these are a little bit thicker and a little bit tougher plastic than these ones are, I will say that. But that's pretty much it for this side over here. And then you got, hold on. Then you got some Beaver Baits. It's like a really dark green on this side, and then it's like a not as dark green, but it's still a pretty dark green over here. And then I got some black and blue ones right here. And I normally try to keep at least one bait in every single one of these compartments. I normally try to keep one bait in all these compartments. Sort of, kind of, almost rigged up. That way I can just grab it, throw it on, and go. So that's the first box. We're going to go ahead and move on to my other soft plastic box right now. Alright guys, so this is my other one. This one is actually kind of like a random box of stuff that I don't work, but I want to have, that I don't think will work. But I also want to have it just in case, like that one time that the conditions are just right for this bait in particular. So I have some Sankos, some more Sankos right here, but these ones have this tip on the back of them, as you can see, this like high fizz yellow tip, and I don't really like that. I normally cut it off, but I'm just waiting for the right time that these will actually work. I've actually never caught fish on them, so that's why I keep them in this box. And then another worm with like this high fizz yellow. I think this one will actually work. It just has to be the right conditions for it to work. I don't know, but I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to use these. I actually won these in a giveaway too. I believe I won these in a giveaway because I don't think I would ever really buy anything that's just straight up like this really, really bright color. Like, I think it would work right now because of how dirty the water is around here right now because of all of the rain. But I don't know. And then this is actually something that I use a lot. I use these a lot for my swim bait trailers. I mean, not my swim bait trailers, my Chatterbait trailers and my Spinnerbait trailers. And like, they're worms, but they also have this paddle tail, so it kind of gives off like a shad imitation. So that's that. And then I know I got this in a giveaway. It's this big old Savage Gear glide bait that was, I'm pretty sure it was like $17. And you can see that I tied it on, but I don't think I've ever actually like thrown it like committedly. I've messed around with it just to see how it would swim, but you see like that coloration. I don't know. We don't really have this like kind of color in my, I don't think we have anything like this in my lake, so I don't really use this, but I won it in the giveaway and I'm gonna keep it. Or I might give it right back to one of you guys. This is probably the most like color that I use for lizards, and it's just the black and blue because there are a lot of these here and I see them a lot, so I figured I'll go ahead and buy a pack just because I see them a lot here. And then these are like some cheap swim baits that I don't ever use actually. I don't ever use these, but I tried one time and I just think that they're way too heavy. But they might work somewhere that's just not where I'm at. So whenever we go to a tournament that's somewhere different, I might be able to use that. This is my mom's personal favorite. She bought me these. It's like a, I'm pretty sure she bought me these or I wanted to give away one of the two. It's like this purple back with the black front. Her favorite colors are purple and orange. So I think she may have bought me these, but I'm not completely sure. And that's pretty much it for this box. I got some random stuff right here. I got this like really weird worm that I found that was still like good to use, so I took it and I put it in here because it might work sometime. But that's pretty much it for this box, and we're gonna go ahead and move to my spinnerbait box with some different stuff in there. So let's go. All right. So this is the next box. This has mostly got all my spinnerbaits and jigs and some big baits that I really can't fit anywhere else, so I keep them in here, as you guys can see. We're going to go ahead and start all the way up here with this big crankbait that I have down here. I'm pretty sure this thing gets to around 10 feet or so. I'm not sure actually. I've fished with it whenever I was in a tournament once, but after that I'd never really used it all that much. And this thing is huge. It's supposed to mimic a big bluegill, I believe, but I'm not really I don't think I've ever really used it because I didn't have a time to. I used it at a tournament one time and just put it right back down and stopped throwing it. Got some Whopper Poppers down here. I got this skeleton looking one right here. If this was focus. Come on, focus. There we go. And my camera is focused. It's so bad. Okay. Anyway, I got this like skeleton looking one. And then I have the big old black one right here. If you guys can see that. Got the big old black one. I don't know which one this is actually called, honestly. And then I got this spook that my mom bought me. I'm pretty sure this was like $5 for this spook, but we don't really have like any trout down here, so I don't really throw it. I should probably throw it more, but I just don't really. And then we'll slide over here to where I got this. Oh, I dropped it. I got this hollow body Sunfish. It splashes on the top of the water and then it moves like that. And I used this a lot last year, but I never caught anything on it. I'm really looking forward to catching something on this because it's kind of like a frog style bait, like this one that I have right here. And this is a booyah frog, by the way, and it's really small compared to this, honestly. But I'm really hoping that one day I can catch some fish on these because I've never caught fish on these. I hooked one on this at the creek one day and I couldn't get him in because he flopped off because I didn't hook him right. And then with this one, oh, come on, son, can you just come back for a second? And I've gotten a blow up on this one, but he didn't get it in his mouth at all, so I never, even got the chance to. Then in here I got some weights, a couple of split shots, and then some heads for some swim baits. And then I don't know what this is, but I have it in here just in case if I need just something to put on to weigh it. I'll just put the line in there and bite down on it. But just got some weights in here. This is the heavy box. This is like where all my heavy stuff goes. I'm not going to explain every jig. I'm just going to say what the color is if I can remember what the color is. Black and blue. I don't remember what this one is. This is supposed to mimic a bluegill on the bottom, or a flock of bluegill. I got a red and black, and then I got a another bluegill kind of one. This is one that I do kind of want to go over a little bit. Well, not this one. This is the one I just picked up. I want to kind of go over this because I don't know what it is and I've never fished with it. And my mom got it for me, and I think it's supposed to mimic a crawfish and a jig at the same time, but I'm honestly not sure. So. Got another black and blue one, same one that I showed you guys a minute ago. Another kind of bluegill style one. Green pumpkin with a little bit of chartreuse. And then these are like 2 duplicates that I showed you guys just a second ago. So that's all of my jigs. Now let's go ahead and get to the good stuff over here. I was telling you guys about this earlier, how I normally use these as trailers. This is kind of what it looks like. This is my chatterbait. I'm pretty sure it's a 3/8 ounce white chatterbait from Z-Man. And this is what I caught my PB on, actually. My hook's a little bent. I need to bend that back in. I caught fish on this year too. I caught a bass on it in the very end of a tournament. Good lord, that thing is bent out so far, but I need to push it back in. I'll do that here in a minute. But thank you, son, for coming back. But just a little chatterbait. Got this buzzbait right here. I need to put a trailer hook on it, but I don't have any right now, so I will do that eventually. I just don't have any right now. I don't know what color this is. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to mimic a shad. I normally go with white whenever I go with spinnerbaits and stuff, but here recently I've been starting to get into some more chartreuse and stuff like that. Oh lord. This is my umbrella rig or whatever you want to say. But I can't really use this in tournaments, and I don't have any baits for it right now because I took them all off to fish in the tournaments to try to catch and limit, and then I ended up losing them, or I can't find them right now, so we'll just throw that up there. Got this white chatterbait, not chatterbait, got this white spinnerbait that's pretty old actually. My Uncle Farron gave it to me, and I haven't used it not once, and I probably should have during some of these tournaments, but I have never used the spinnerbait. This is the buzzbait that I normally use if I'm going for big old fish. I'll show you guys. It's got this big, meaty swim bait on the back of it that if I wanted to, I could take off right now and put a swim bait hook on it, and it would swim just fine. But I normally put it on this big old buzzbait. Hold on. There it goes. It's focusing now. But I just normally put it on this big old buzzbait. I'm not going to go over these next few ones a lot. This is just a $1 spinnerbait. I was going to do a challenge with these with one of my friends, but that never really worked out. And this is, I'm going to show this one last because I messed this one up. Or wait, no, that's not the one I messed up. I don't think this is the one I messed up. But this one's pretty bad. I tried to trim the skirt and I really messed up. Another $1 one. I got this Kvd Sexy Shad one, and I'm pretty sure these are either willow blades or Colorado blades, double willow Colorado, I don't really remember. And then my uncle gave me this one too, I believe, and I've never used it either because I'm pretty sure I thought it was too small to catch anything, I guess, I don't know. Got this buzzbait down here. It's a $1 buzzbait from Walmart, and it was supposed to go for the $1 challenge, but that didn't go through. Then I got a couple of jigs in here that I've used here recently. Black with like a little bit of black on it. I said black with a little bit of black. Black with a little bit of gold. I'm sorry guys. I'm having a bad day with talking. And then I got this green pumpkin one that looks like a crawfish. And that is pretty much it for this box. This is one of the hardest boxes to close, I will tell you guys that, because everything gets all intertwined over here. So whenever you're trying to close the box, it's like really difficult. Especially with that one buzzbait in here. And then with these trying to come out all the time, this box is like the hardest box I have to close. And then the jigs, hooks be in the way and stuff. It's just a really hard box to close. Normally takes me like 3 tries to close it. Yep, there's one. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go on to my crankbaits and stuff. We're not even going to stop. We're just going to keep on going. This is my crankbait box and my jerkbait box and my popper box. It's all in one. And I got some lipless crankbaits over here. which I'm not going to try to go over every single one of these actually, but I do want to show you guys just like them in a big clump, and then I'll put them down because I don't really want to go over all of them unless I have a story with that exact bait. I do have a story with this one. I found this one, like, and it had just got lost. You see it looks brand new. I'm pretty sure it was either this one or this one of the two. I'm pretty sure it may have been this one actually. But someone actually lost it and I found it and it looked like it was in perfect condition, so I just kind of like took it home. As you can see, this one's really beat up. I didn't do that. I found this. I bought that, I believe, or I wanted to give away. This is a $1 one too, so that's all the lipless crankbaits that I have. But as you guys can see, everything is pretty much where it needs to be. I have everything separated by depth pretty much in my crankbaits. My dad got me this bait. My mom bought me this because it was like a really cool color and she thought it would work, but I don't think it'll actually work. It's like this really, really bright blue on the top, and then it's like a green on the side, and I don't really think it's gonna work. This one is it's like white and it barely skims the top of the water. And then this is a Gary Yamamoto crankbait. I need to get some more crankbaits. I lost a lot of crankbaits this last season. Shad. Another shad. Baby bass. I found this bluegill one I'm about to show you guys. This one right here, I found it. Baby bass. Caribbean shad, I believe, but I'm not sure. Or caffeine shad, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's Caribbean shad. And then I don't know what that one is. I'm pretty sure it's like a pike or like a perch kind of color. Ouch. I'm so clumsy. I don't know how I'm around these hooks all the time. Got some deeper diving ones. I have two DT6s. And then I have this like red and black one up here. I don't even know where that red and black one came from, to be completely honest. I'm trying not to make this like a really long video, so I'm going pretty quick. I'm sorry if you're not being able to get to see the full thing because my camera's not focusing. But I got this from my dad. I got this from my dad. I bought this one, and then I got this from my uncle. And I really need to start throwing this one more because it looks really cool. And I think it'll actually catch fish. But, yeah. We're going to go ahead and throw those back in there. These are also the ones that I don't think will really work with my fishing. This perch style color. I don't think this one will really work because we don't really have perch in our lake. I don't think this will work because we don't really have anything that color. And I don't think this one will work because I just don't think we have anything that color in our lake. Besides like carp. Got a bomber. I don't know what this is. And then I got a rapula. I don't know what this rapula is. But yeah. And I do actually have a story with this particular crankbait that I'm about to show you guys. This is like my very first crankbait that I ever got, and I haven't lost it yet, and I'm really happy about it. But my dad gave me this crankbait whenever I was like really little, as you can see about how little it is. And I fish with it all the time, and I never caught anything on it. But it's just like really cool because it's been the one that I've had for the longest. This is probably my oldest bait that I have in my tackle box that was given to me. And then we're going to go ahead and go over here. These were for a $1 challenge too. Got me a Sexy Shad popper to go with it, but that was like $6. And then I have a ton of more poppers. I got a skitter pop, I believe it's called right here. And then I got some Sexy Shad, another Sexy Shad, and then I have a couple of regular shads in just different sizes. Like this is a big one, this is a small one, this is like medium. So I bought all the sizes pretty much. And I didn't buy these all at once. I bought them in like installments, or I got them in installments, whichever one you really want to say. And then on to my jerk baits. Don't know what this is. I will tell you guys right now, I do not actually know what this is. I don't know if this is supposed to be a I don't know if this is supposed to be a jerkbait or if this is supposed to be a crankbait. If you do know, take it down in the comments, because I do not know what this is. This is by far the oldest bait that I've ever, I actually have, that wasn't given to me, but it was just like something that I randomly found. Definitely the oldest thing that I have in my collection. Just a little mini, hold on, let me see if I can get this to focus. Just I got a little mini one down here. I got the Rapula floater one that I actually put some Sharpie on because I didn't feel like, because I felt like it one day, I guess, I don't know. I was retarded. Then I got this one that's like a pickerel kind of color. This one was just looked really cool, so my mom bought it. And then this one looked really cool, so my mom bought it. And this one has a story, because she bought this and I was like, this is never gonna work. But then I was fishing with my dad one day. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tie this on. I tied it on, started jerking it around, and then a fish came up and bit it, and I was reeling him all the way in, and then next thing you know, it was just like, he's gone. So, but that's it for this box. We're gonna go ahead and go to my creek fishing box, because that's the last box that I normally take with me. But let's go ahead and go to the next box. Okay guys, my camera's about to die, so I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. I'm just going to show you these. I got a little crankbait right here. I got a torpedo over here and some more crankbaits. And this one's pretty old too, but I don't know where it came from. I got hooks and snap swivels up here. And then everything else is color coordinated, as you guys can see. And most of these are either tubes or swim baits. Most of them are tubes or like something like this. There's a little tube right here, but everything right here is color coordinated, and I spent like 2 hours doing this. And then like what I was saying earlier about the little swim baits, something like that, just something really tiny. And then over here I have these like little weird looking grub things, if you guys can see that, please focus. And then I have these like little shad things. It's like this clear looking. I got some more shad and some more tubes. It's pretty much just tubes and shad in here. And then I got some rooster tails right here, as you guys can see, if my camera would focus. And then I also have this spinnerbait. It's like really tiny. Okay, I pretty much just laid all of my hooks out in my hand. If this thing would focus. Okay, there we go. But I pretty much just laid all of my hooks out in my hand. This is for my Beaver Baits. This one is like an extra wide grab swim bait hook. And then I have 2 swim bait hooks right here. Have some regular wide gap worm hooks right here. And then I have some really big circle hooks. And then the last one that I really have in here, I have a Ned rig hook. And then I have this like simple worm hook right here. And then I have this Ned rig hook right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. My tackle didn't really change from this year to last year, because I didn't really go out and buy stuff. The last couple of years I was really buying a lot of fishing stuff, but this year I kind of chilled out on it a little bit and I didn't do nearly as much. By the way, if you're wondering what, oh, hold on, you guys aren't even in focus. If you're wondering what this is over here, this is like little crappie, like just like little crappie hooks and stuff like that, nothing too serious. And I don't really want to go over all that because my camera is about to die. So, I'm just going to go ahead and end this video. I don't want my camera to die right now, but it's probably going to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys next time. I know I haven't been making videos, but we're going to keep trying. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that like button. And see you later.